hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you that are new to the channel, just found it, well, I hope you enjoy your stay. But anyone that has been onto my Discord recently, or just been keeping along and knowing that a new show is having to start today, I hope you're excited because poll was put out. Some people are disappointed, some not so disappointed. And we will be starting something that is decidedly a massive exaggeration, or not so much of an exaggeration, of troubles that I've actually experienced in the past. Oh, social anxiety and ways around it, while mixed with a fun little group and maybe even some music in the way. Definitely been something that I've seen before in some way or another. I hope you're excited, because should be some fun parts in Bocchi the Rock. Hide and seek, I see. Is it open to all the students or just those that are willing to? Being hesitant to stay. I think I can see where this is all going. Stays by herself, unsure of whether or not to jump straight into things. And sounds like my phone. Personally, I don't think much is all too different from me now. No, it's fine. Wasn't watching anyway. Got your attention there, has it? I guess you don't need to interact with anyone as well, as long as you can stand up there and get brought by the music itself. He must be so proud. You can find a place and it stems from Gibson. Les Paul. Yep. Various chords. Oh no. Everyone's got to start somewhere. He has grand plans and ambitions for a future. Maybe the perfect place to play inside of a closet. Yeah, I see. Things have gone really well. Very poorly maintained swing set. How much of it is going to be reminiscent, even if it is a little exaggerated? Slug. I think the idea of picking up something like a guitar and starting a band is something that a lot of people have fought at one stage or another, whether it's actually gone any further than just a fort. Like I said, started learning bass basically because all the rest of my friends had picked up an instrument or one or another. And that was like the last thing left. But it kind of suited me. No one pays attention to the bass. Perfect. $6 hours a day for 3 years. I mean, learning to play and getting good at it doesn't naturally translate into being able to talk to people about it and perform. That was a lot of anguish in that voice line. The Ballad for the Lonely. See, though she may not be able to talk to people in the school and whatnot, putting her progress up to the world, actually playing and releasing videos. Start. Hope she doesn't get any hate comments or anything. That'd probably send her through a spiral. But no one asked. But no one asked. Ah. Actually say who recommended the... I'm glad that my school didn't have a PA system kind of thing, because if they allowed it open to the students to have song requests, oh god. Not sure if there's anyone in the high school that plays guitar. My experience, outside of just talking with friends and getting everyone having instruments and playing in our spare time, I have had an experience with playing in front of people. Can't remember exactly how many, but like 500 or so, I think. Everyone turns to look who's coming in, and that's it. Immediately just back to their own lives and conversation. Slowly take off, yeah. Everyone's got their own cliques already. Why would they ask her about her plans or what she's been up to? It is good that I started by having a friend that I had since basically children, which opened me up into a friend group of my own when I went into high school and reunited with them. Otherwise, I might have been quite separated from the rest of them. I guess carrying around a guitar by itself is... if the CDs don't work... Some dude sitting on a bench. Yeah, he's definitely alone, isn't he? But she feels sorry for him for the thought she had. Wow, congratulations. She can be who she wants to be on the internet. Excuse me? No, it's a sandwich. I mean, it is quite the shock, someone coming up and introducing themselves out of nowhere. Eye contact. Basically exactly how all of my conversations went during, well, all throughout school, really. Guitarist just split. It's not hard, you'll be fine. This is actually pretty much exactly how it went down when I was asked to play in front of the school. We had someone on bass. I think they had to go to hospital or something. Got 2 days to learn it. You'll be fine. But I'm quite glad that I didn't turn that down. It was quite a simple song, but mold? Don't get too close. The quick realization of what she's doing as soon as he starts turning and paying attention to her. She is great at holding conversations. Personally, how my thing is, if it's like a one-on-one conversation like this, it's fine. Eye contact's still difficult. If it's in a group setting, then I'm screwed. I do like how she has these grand ambitions, and if all the things work out well, everything good happens when you descend stairs to get into sort of club. It kind of reminds me of a place somewhat near here. Although that's not underground. Kindred spirits. Well, you know, just because she expresses herself through piercings and the like, doesn't mean she's not an introvert. Everyone's on a various scale of what they like. Start by apologizing. Going well. You're going to be remembered for anything, why not being the weird one? Anyone in this kind of situation where you are worried about everything, anxious about any sort of conversation, no matter how small, having someone like her crashes through that wall with little regard is actually exactly what you need sometimes. As long as she doesn't suffer any panic attacks, well, psych yourself up somehow. I mean, we've heard some of her playing, as long as it's not all just in her head. Then again, her comment section would be filled with stuff calling her terrible if she actually was. But playing in a band is a little different. But guitar, you know. Saying exactly why. Here we go. Was she offbeat, not playing in the... She's not joining in with the rest of them, not flowing properly. What a graph. Hello, Plankton. Well, it was a fun little show. I guess it's time to say goodbye to the water flea. I did have the credits roll on the first episode, pulling it over with already. The UFO. Had a kitty? How sharp is the end of a guitar? That's... I mean, if you hit it hard enough. It's fine. A place like this can't hold too many people. What does it matter if you lose some of the audience? Makes a point, but... yeah, I'm sure she really doesn't like being called weird, right? It is a big event for her, considering we were kind of given a quick rundown of her life. The fact she hasn't been involved in pretty much anything. Because he never got into that life beforehand, but... Have you heard of her? I mean, is she going to pretend she hasn't heard of this Guitar Hero? Being praised like this, even... tangentially. Oh, with notifications on. People should take note. I mean, the internet has allowed anyone and everyone to show off their skills, or lack of, put something out there if they've got the ambition. Who knows who it will affect, who you'll reach, even if you don't see it yourself. Like, a Guitar Hero here. The dream come true. She's out of her bin. That's... maybe we should let her come to that first. All things I was... Oh, just like a closet, yep. She could hide quite well in that box. This is exactly how I was, what I was worrying about. You know, how am I going to play in front of people? But having the others there, not letting me back out, pushing me forward. Did it before. As soon as you're up there and enjoying it, forget about the audience. Not having any connections before, no names, nickname all for herself. Such a big development. And back in a box. It's like the tagline for my channel. They're already thinking about the future more times with her. They're not giving up on her immediately. Box is alive. Maybe it's good not to ask about what's in the box. Is she actually being able to keep in time with them a little now? Being able to have her space enclosed as it is. I mean, playing completely by yourself in a closet. Playing as part of a band. A good medium point is playing as part of a band inside an enclosed space, not interacting with anyone. Yeah, that is just tearing up. That is quite the ideal that she wants. Really just... Yeah. Her battery is exhausted. Needs to go recharge, but... This is going to be... floating away into space forever. But this band is going to be... going to be fine. But if she was to go home and explain her day to her parents, how would they take it all? Considering she's been trying for so long, it's finally starting to pay off, even if it is questionable. Playing for the best audience there. Dog. Yeah, those books definitely have the best percussive sound. I think if that's an indication of what we're going to see with, like, what, the rhythm guitar, when they finally join in as well. How smooth the animation of that bass bop is. Yeah, the want of having people talking to you, and yet the fear of what happens if they actually do, was a back and forth I had quite a lot. Please talk to me, but if you do, I don't know what to do now. Okay. If this first episode is anything to go by, kinda like any sort of show which has a character that suffers from a debilitating illness of social anxiety, instead of just being the how adorable she can't talk kind of thing. This is a crippling anxiety. Quick, put a box on. It's the only way to face a crowd, face more than 2 people in front of you. It's not just that, it's not the fact of not being able to talk, it's the self-deprecation. Even if she does, she's not good enough. Get in the bin. Trash. I really do like how this newly acquired nickname, Bocchi, but still, I do like how she has ideas and plans. She's got goals and wants. It is not unfeasible, it's just want to make some friends, no idea how to go about it, no idea how to initiate a conversation and talk normally. Find some way to interact, pick up an instrument, get people to talk to her. Didn't exactly go to plan, let's be honest. How many people would walk past and go, something on that desk, is that those CDs? Strike up a conversation. They've got to be extreme kind of extroverts for that to happen. I don't think I've had anyone actually make conversation with me like that. But in kind of classic Japanese style. Even just in her head thinking, oh, that man on the bench there must be lonely as well. We are kindred spirits and the outcasts of society. Oh, wait, he's got a family? Oh, shit, I'm sorry I ever thought about you like that. Please forgive me. You know, I didn't mean to degrade your character and your achievements through life by thinking we're the same. Do you need to apologise for things that you were thinking in your head, never saying aloud? It's kind of actual British behaviour as well, I guess, but still. The fact that she was apologising for thinking, so they were one in the same, that kind of... At least someone out there is sharing her pain and struggle. Really doesn't have a lot of self-confidence in that respect. Well, that is... Until she locks herself away in the cupboard, records some videos, uploads it on the YouTube equivalent of... I didn't actually see what it was. 30,000 subscribers for guitar covers of popular songs. Yeah. I used to listen to a few. Didn't really care for music, but covers and attempts that people did, that was actually something I watched and listened to like back in high school. Also, it's kind of interesting that I didn't really care for music, apart from what my friends were listening to, and therefore also I was injected with it because you're around them, you got to listen. But yeah, I didn't care for music, and yet I was dragged into playing music, and there were a few little interesting factors in this. Now, Bocchi is something that I have had a little experience and saw some memes and images and things before. So there's some bits and pieces that I am looking out for. And Slug Bocchi is definitely one of them. So if you want a personification of how she's feeling in that moment, blob. I think we've all had one moment or another where we're confident in something that we're doing. I'm actually proud of myself for this. For it to be immediately crushed into smithereens in front of you and set on fire. You suck. Moment of hubris, quickly confirming exactly why there's still more to learn. Though she may be a good solo player, part of the band is timing, not going ahead of anyone else. If only she could open part of that box slightly, be able to join her bandmates, even if ancillary. That rush of actually doing something even out of your comfort zone. I think that makes what makes it more exhilarating. You hate crowds? Being a centre of attention? Being thrust into that situation, heart pounding, and then you realise, actually, it's scary as hell and you want to get it over with as quickly as possible, but as that feeling washes away, ooh, where is my bass? I need to find that. And I guess episode 1 of Bocchi, down for the count. Having a family that is somewhat supportive, and to be fair, quite a good guitar just given to you for free to practice with. If my dad had anything like that, I'm not sure I'd be allowed to borrow it. on a moment's notice. But I quite like one. I want to see what they embrace, improve on, reflects slightly, and tries to improve. Do you want to see more? If you liked this, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Maybe subscribe to the channel. Been joined to my Discord if it's slightly less terrifying than talking to anyone in public. But for now, get yourself some rest. Tuck yourself away in a corner, put your hood up, ignore the world, maybe. I'll see you for the next episode. If you want to give me the, at least, idea that I have achieved something and my life has turned out to some sort of modicum of success, consider joining on to my Patreon. Because along with the sides of Noku, Raywin, Sal, Arthea, Kite, Mystic Square, Shiran, Mats, Girly, Cardboard, Acne, Guado, Diego, Zenhausen, Tori Jane, the Kebab Seller, and everyone else, I don't need to sit away in the cupboard imagining what my life could be. Now I could go in there just for the pure comfort of it.